guys, it's me, my face, and 2 weeks worth of I don't even want to tell you what. Of course I want to tell you what. That's why I make a video. So it is me. I am upright. I am taking nourishment. It's been a couple of weeks. I'm sorry I missed last week's video. Yeah. I don't think there's any reason to futz around. Let's just jump into what I've been doing for 2 weeks. First thing I worked on is Templar's Prophecy. Templar Prophecy. We're not doing that. And I got, let's say, a fair amount done. Somebody warned me, and if I can look it up, I absolutely will, because I'm caught up on my comments. So many ums. Yeah, that knotwork is no joke. It is serious. And you sit down and you say, I'm going to bang this out. There's no banging that out. There's no banging. This is just, you have to pay attention, or else you end up picking it out 10 or 15 times. I will say, though, I have more enthusiasm for this now that it's starting to look like something. The one thing I can't decide is right in here is where the first big impressive dragon is going to be. And I don't know if I want to do him all in red or not. I've been watching Zemula, Laura, on Instagram. She's doing hers in a variegated purple and blue, which is amazing. She makes me want to do mine in a variegated, and I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out before I move on to the next page. Maybe. The next thing that I worked on is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I have a mini finish. I finished the block. Look at it. Well, I mean, there's 2 French knots and a backstitching, because backstitching. But look at how cute. Look at his little check shirt. Oh my God, it's so cute. I'm so happy that I am working on this piece. I am so thankful that this was gifted to me. You have no idea how thankful. This is the best thing ever. So I had to start at least something in the new block last night. So I started that little tangerine colored moon. So cute. So exciting. This is becoming an actual thing. I could be, in theory, halfway done with this soonish. I have no idea how long soonish is. It's just soonish. The next thing I worked on is the Haunted Mansion. Did not do a whole lot, but I made some progress. I got some more of that purple roof done. I don't know if all the books, I know all the books aren't done, but I don't know if that many books were done the last time. You're seeing an update anyway. So not bad. I'm not getting tired of this. I just find myself not picking it. I have to remember that I'm working on it. And then maybe it would be easier to work on if I remember it exists. You're welcome. The next thing I worked on is Death by Cross Stitch, and I'm not entirely sure what it looked like the last time I showed it to you. I looked through my pictures of, last times, and it does not look like I showed you the no. Just no. It's just no. But it is 2 more letters. So the alphabet, I really should commit to making this like my Saturday night or my Sunday night project, because these letters would go fast if I did them right. Every time I'm working on the purple, I can't wait to get to one of the black elements. And every time I'm working on one of the black elements, I can't wait to get to the purple, because this is how my brain works. Apologies if my framing and everything just changed. I had to go and get my finish. I have a finish! Look how, I don't know if it's focusing on me or it. Hold on. Maybe if we do things with a little bit of, There's no need to rush. There's no need to hurry. It's so cute. It's 1/1. This is the primitive needle by the light of the moon. I took many liberties with the colors. I don't think anyone's going to mind. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but it's done. And it's so cute and it's so little. This is part of my problem though. Part of my problem is I keep doing these little weeny 1/1s. And I don't have any way of finishing them really. Like I could finish that into a tiny little flat fold. And then do what with it? It's just gonna, I don't have a Halloween tree. I'd like a Halloween tree, but I don't have a Halloween tree. I don't really have a place to put it. So like everything else, it remains, you know, a really attractive dishcloth. Because I had a finish, I deserve a start, right? So I have started Prairie Schooler Night Flight. Made some nice progress. I was pretty impressed by coverage and just how fast the border is working up, because, you know, borders can be the very death of you if you're not enjoying it. But 1/1 on some sort of mystery beige cloth with the called for DMCs, because you can't do a Prairie Schooler in anything other than the called for DMCs. Otherwise, it just looks weird. I know weird when I see it. So that is all the stitching I got up to in the past 2 weeks, which is actually not too bad if you consider that they were 2 terrible weeks. I have a problem that I need serious, sober advice about. I think I want to start punch needle. I know. Don't make that face. Don't make that face. Why is this so attractive? Did you know that you don't even have to start or stop your threads? Teresa Kogut herself told me that in a live chat. I typed a question, she read it, and she answered it. She told me. I have 2 lifetimes worth of cross-stitch patterns. I enjoy cross-stitch. I already know how to do it. Why does punch needle look so good? It goes so fast. Like if I wanted to do a Christmas gift right now, cross stitch isn't going to do it. There is a cat on the table eating my Triscuits out of a bowl. Anyway, like I was saying, it moves fast. It works up quickly. The patterns are adorable. I have a ton of them from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. So I'm halfway there with the actual patterns. I just need the punch needle and fabric. And I guess the fabric is cheap and easily sourced. So what's the downside of this hobby? I'm not seeing one. The downside is that we'll take time away from my cross stitching. And if I want to finish any of these in the next 10 years, I probably can't afford to be giving away any time. So I was thinking of maybe investing in a needle and a little piece of fabric and trying something, I don't know, little. I do have a question though for people who know. I understand that the needle is adjustable, in length, so that you don't have to make those big, like bath mat sized loops. So if you put it on the very smallest setting, to me the loop is still fairly prominent. I know, because I watched Teresa, that they also come with a little gauge that you can put on the needle that makes it kind of even smaller. How small can you make these loops and have them still hold? Because I like the way the pattern looks, but I really don't like the way it looks kind of ruggy. And I would almost want it to be a little more tapestry-like. Am I making any sense? Can I do that? Do you know? Could we guess? Let's give it a shot. If you know anything about punch needle, let me know down below if this is something that I should even bother thinking about. Somebody stop me. This is a cry for help. somebody stop me. I do have a little bit of haul. You may remember that a couple of weeks ago was my wedding anniversary. So rather than go to Salem because we got up too late, we decided to go out and buy ourselves a couple of little anniversary gifts. So Mark ended up with a new Bruins jacket, and I got a new tablet, which has been very, very helpful with my cross stitching, so that I don't have to keep printing out patterns and they get all over the place and I'm wasting resources, and this is a lot more contained. I have now tons and tons of them on here. I will never run out of things to stitch. Tell me again why I'm looking at punch needle. I'm not going back to that. The other thing we did is we went to a flea market and I managed to pick up some small frames. Well, not small frames, mostly like 6x8. They're mostly just plain, but this one I thought was especially pretty. And this is temporary in here. I haven't stuck it down to the board, so that's why it's all lumpy. But I just thought that was very cute. Look, it's a finish in a frame. I think that counts as an FFO. I think it counts. Who do we get for a ruling on that? So at the very least, I got a little haul. My nest egg came, but I forgot and I already put it on the loops, so they're all mixed in with my other flosses right now. This month's came with a free pattern. So very excited. This is from the Blue Flower, Market 2019. Stitcher's Gonna Stitch, free chart. So maybe that's my next 1/1. We'll find out. So I don't really have a whole lot else to get into this week. Like I said, this was a bad couple of weeks. And I don't mean to get vague. It's just more a matter of my problems are not just my problems, and other people involved probably don't want the internet involved. So it's just been a very, very difficult couple of weeks, and sometimes it's very hard to concentrate on anything, and sometimes it's very easy for me to just fall into a project and pretend the rest of the world doesn't exist, and I'm not entirely sure which is the better way to be, because neither one feels very good. I am pretty much... Halloween hasn't even been on my radar really yet, which is, come on, it was on my radar in June. Just every time I think about, oh, well, I might as well get the decorations out, or, you know, I have a whole bunch of fabric that I usually put on the house and this, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to. Yeah, that's where I am. So needless to say, this year's Halloween pouch is going to be more banishing, all about the banishing, so much banishing. But to cheer myself up, because I didn't get to go to Salem and because I want to send something good out into the world, let's do a postcard giveaway. I'm going to pick 3 names at random, people who comment on this video by this coming Thursday. There's a date up here. I don't know what date it'll be. Oh, Thursday. You know, it's Halloween. This is how bad I am right now. So, comment by Halloween. Let me know in the comments, say that you would love a postcard. And tell me, do you roast your own pumpkin seeds? Tell me that, because I think I'm going to do that tonight to try to get myself more in a mood. So next week I will pick 3 recipients for some fun Salem postcards. I know they'll be coming after Halloween, but you know what? This is how my life is right now. So play along. All right, guys, as usual, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your likes and your dislikes and all of your comments. I am so going to resolve to try to get better at keeping up with them. Hopefully I have managed to, at the very least, heart everybody's comments, because I do really appreciate them. Thank you so much for being my community, and I'll talk to you all next week. Bye, guys.